Alright. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing good. This, noon, it's going to be a collective reading. So take whatever resonate and leave the rest. Please like, share, and subscribe. Any donations could be left with the information that is in the description box. I'm going to shuffle these cards up, then we gonna get into it. You know me, I like switching things up, so I'm going to do this reading a little different. Or whatever. One time, put a one time. Alright. First, I'm going to pull from the Lost Girl, Married Woman, the High Priestess deck. Alright, let's get into it. Spirit, please give me the messages for the collective. May I please have the messages for the collective? So, collective, you could be feeling like this lost girl. And you could be looking for a way out of a certain situation. You could be seeking help in the situation. You could have been a troubled teen. Or you could be dealing with a troubled teen if you have a daughter who's a teenager. And then we have there is light at the end of the tunnel. Keep going. So if you are this lost girl collective looking for a way out of a situation, there could be light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to see it through and keep going. And then we have planting seeds. What seeds you grow, make sure you're planting good seeds in good soil. So you could be planting some sort of seeds to get out of a situation. But wherever that seed is that you are currently planting to try and get out of your situation, just make sure it's a good seed and it's being planted in good soil. So you don't want to build it off of a faulty foundation. And then we have bonding. So you could be bonding with someone or bonding with children if you have children. Or if you are a teacher, you could be bonding with your students, teaching. If you're this student in a learning phase, you could be learning to become a teacher of some sort. You could be a mother figure and a nourisher. Any more, Spirit? Any more? Any more? So while you've been in this lost girl, feeling like there's no way out, you could have been in this position because you were in a learning phase and had to learn something. And you had to learn whatever you were learning to become the teacher or to be able to share what you've learned with others that go through similar situations. And then we have the tree of life. Infinite possibilities connecting to the divine within you and all around you. So you could be connecting with the divine at this time. Maybe you are learning something in regards to spirituality. So you could be connecting to the divine, realizing you are a divine being and figuring out how to use your divine capabilities. And then we have ancient Egyptian goddess of Isis. So you could be an ancient Egyptian goddess. So maybe you felt lost because you didn't know that you were this ancient Egyptian goddess. You didn't know that you were connected to the divine collective. So you had to be in this learning stage to step into your power of being this ancient Egyptian goddess, or realizing who you are and what you're capable of. And then we have Akashic Records. So you could be accessing your Akashic Records, or you could just now be getting access to this after this learning stage. And then we have Strength. So through this journey of learning and figuring out who you are and what you're connected to, you could have needed a lot of strength through this phase. You are going through a transformation that is requiring you to remain strong. So this could be a transformation. So like I said, you could have been this lost girl, feeling like it's no way out of something. You could have gotten yourself into something that caused you to have a troubled past, or just have your life feeling like there was no way out. But this was all due to you transforming, realizing what is for you and what is not for you. Like I said, realizing that you are this divine being. And then we have wisdom, because you hold a lot of wisdom, collective. And you could have gained this wisdom through this troubled past, through the experiences that you've gone through or what you experienced. You became wiser, and now you are being guided to use it to help others. Like I said, you could have been in this learning phase. You could have been this student, and now you are this teacher, or headed towards being this teacher, to use your experiences to help others, because you are this divine being and you are connected to the divine. And then we have your throne awaits. So you could be a god or a goddess. Like I said, I could be talking to a female, because you are this ancient Egyptian goddess. So you're definitely a goddess and connected to the divine. And then we have healer. So you could be a healer. You are a natural healer. So you have natural healing abilities. So you could have been healing through a troubled past, or having a troubled childhood. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see. Let's be. Hope everybody doing good today, like I see it. Alright, let's see her. Any more messages? So we got the Temperance and the Upright. So you could be a Sagittarius, whether you are this student or this teacher, or you could just be stepping in this energy collective of being tempered, being balanced. You could be meditating at this time, or needing to meditate. You could be reconciling with someone. There could be communication coming in regards to this reconciliation. You could be at peace at this time. You could have been patient in regards to this learning journey, or your journey in general. You could have been patient or needed patience in regards to a situation or someone that you are reconciling with. You could have been doing things in moderation, or there is a need to do things in moderation so that you could have inner peace. You may have needed to gain a different perspective when it came to a person or a situation, in order for something to be harmonious for you. Whether, like I said, a situation or a person, this could be a relationship. So there could have been patience that was needed to bring a relationship to become harmonious. This could be a soulmate, but there could be travel that you are going to be taking, or someone could be traveling towards you to reconcile. And like I said, there could be communication about this. So there could have been a situation from this troubled past, like I said, that could have brought you a lot of chaos, or just like I said, backed you into a corner to where you felt like there was no way out. But you could be asking for peace or seeking for peace in a situation with whatever you are dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with, coming up against. And then we have the Chariot in the reverse. So there could have been a Cancer that you were dealing with in regards to your journey. Maybe this person didn't want you on your journey. They could have been assertive, but they could have had a lack of direction, or they could have wanted you to have a lack of direction when it came to your journey of becoming this teacher. They could have had a lack of self-control, or wanted you to have a lack of self-control. Like I said, not knowing which way to go, not doing things in moderation. They could have wanted you to have a sense of powerlessness. So this person, this Cancer energy, could have wanted you to feel powerless when really you are this god or goddess, like I said. So this person could have been very aggressive towards you. And like I said, you could be seeking peace in the situation while this person is being aggressive towards you while you're on this journey. And then we have the Moon in the reverse. So there could be a Pisces that is refusing to release fear of some sort. You could have been releasing fear in a situation. Maybe this Cancer or this Pisces wanted you to be fearful when it came to this journey, because you could have been uncovering secrets in regards to these people that tried to come up against your journey, or you could have just been uncovering secrets in regards to people that were around you. So they wanted you to be stuck in fear when it came to uncovering these secrets, revealing these secrets. So you could have needed to remain calm in the situation, because this could have brought you a lot of anxiety. You needed to regain your composure. Maybe this situation put you in an energy of being fearful at one point and having a lot of anxiety, not knowing how to really stay calm. So you may needed to regain your composure in the situation, because you not regaining your composure and remaining calm could have been you deceiving yourself. Or this Pisces could have been deceiving themselves. Now, they could have been in fear in regards to a secret that you know about them, collective, whoever this Pisces is. And they could have been in fear that you would expose these secrets that you know about them. But they could have been very aggressive in the situation. So they could have needed to regain composure as well, because their fear of you exposing their secrets could have had them acting out of character, being very aggressive, having a lack of direction, a lack of self-control. So this person could have been out of control with what they were trying to do, or how they were trying to come up against your journey, because of this fear of you exposing their secrets. So they could have tried to make your path unclear, collective. And this is why you could have felt like this lost girl, because this Pisces, if they were working with the Cancer, they could have been working with the Cancer to make your path unclear. So they could have been attacking your third eye, trying to mess with your intuition, collective, try to put illusions in a way when it came to your journey. But this caused you to take one step at a time and just remain strong through this. What else? May I have the messages for this reading, Spirit? What other messages? So, whoever this Pisces and this Cancer is, or this Pisces can have Cancer in their chart, or this Cancer could have Pisces in this chart, but like I said, it could just be a Cancer and a Pisces that was working together against your path. But someone could be being judged for coming up against your path or trying to take you off your path, collective. So there could be a cause and effect. So because they tried to come up against your journey, they could be going through something right now, being judged right now. Maybe they're being placed in a position where they have to self-evaluate because they realized that they were deceiving themselves by trying to take you off your journey, being fearful of you releasing their secrets. So they could be having an awakening at this time, or you could have had an awakening. So judgment could have been for you to have this awakening so that you could step on your throne regardless of what they were trying to do to take you off your path, collective. So like I said, you could be regaining your composure, or you could have held your composure through all of this. So you could be getting a renewal after this transformation and remaining strong, gaining your strength in a situation when dealing with these people coming up against you when it comes to your journey of being this ancient Egyptian goddess and this natural healer. So someone could be wanting forgiveness in a situation, or you could have needed to forgive this person, bring forgiveness in a situation. So there could be someone that is decisive. They could be decisive on why they even try to bring judgment down on you, collective, by trying to take you off your path. But there could be these people getting quick judgment for trying to take you off your path. Like I said, and that could just be the cause and the effect. So they could have been attacking your crown chakra as well. So you're a light being, you're this healer, you're this goddess, but they wanted you to be in the reverse. So they wanted you to be someone of the dark. Like I said, they were attacking your third eye, not wanting you to listen to your intuition, or for your intuition not to be as strong, for your path not to be clear. They could have been attacking your throat chakra as well so that you couldn't communicate clearly. And they also could have been attacking your solar plexus so that you would feel powerless. Like I said, they didn't want you to have a sense of powerless. They wanted you to have a sense of powerlessness. Excuse me. So everything that would have had you step into this goddess or god energy, they wanted to attack to try to put you in the darkness, collective, like I said, making you feel like there was no way out. And then we have the King of Cups in the upright. Pisces energy again. So there could be Pisces, after remaining calm and releasing the fear of you uncovering their secrets, they could realize that they were self-deceiving. So they could have, after this judgment, or after the judgment they have made, they could have decided to become this mature, compassionate male. So now they could be wanting to be caring towards you, collective, be friendly and empathetic. They could be wise now because they could have been learning from you through your journey, collective. So they could be forgiving you for something as well. If they were upset when it comes to some sort of secrets, whether they were revealed or just them having the fear of it, they could have held a grudge against you because of this fear of you uncovering their secrets. But now they could be forgiving you in the situation, or they could be forgiving themselves for deceiving themselves. But they could be now trying to balance themselves out. They could now be wanting to be romantic and charming and devoted and family oriented and generous. So through this journey, this Pisces could have gained emotional intelligence because they realized that they were deceiving themselves and they were the ones stuck in fear. So they could have tried to have you stuck in fear because they were stuck in fear. And then we have the star in the upright. So you could be this star energy, collective. You could be an Aquarius, or you could be any sign with Aquarius in your chart. If you aren't an Aquarius, your Aquarius could be in Uranus. So you could be headed for a change after this transformation, and the change could be for you to become this star. So you could be headed towards tranquility and peace. You could have had hope in the situation. You could have been very inspirational through this journey, collective. You could have allowed this journey to inspire you as well, instead of keep you in the darkness. And you could be someone who is creative. And like I said, you could be seeking peace in a situation. You could be at peace and you could be content where you are with this renewal. Like I said, this could be a renewal that you're stepping into after this transformation. So you could have persevered through everything that was coming up against you in your journey. You could have had faith, kept the faith during this journey, and you could have just kept healing through everything that you were going through because you are this natural healer. So now you could be rejuvenated after this healing that you've gone through, or you could be rejuvenating yourself at this time because you are healing. And you could be stepping into your spirituality, getting more deep into your spirituality and being more positive. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a Capricorn energy. So there could be a Capricorn. They could have viewed you as lazy, or they could have wanted you to be lazy. They could have had a lack of common sense. or they viewed you as having a lack of common sense, viewed you as being unskilled, unreliable, and disloyal for whatever reason. But this could be how this Capricorn viewed you, this Knight of Pentacles. And if this is not how they viewed you, this could just be a Capricorn around you that is someone who's lazy, filled with apathy, and lack common sense because they are unskilled and unreliable and disloyal. So you could have been dealing with people that suffer from their own issues within self. They could have been people that deceived themselves, or because of the issues that they suffered within themselves, they could have tried to project this onto you, like I said, so that they could take you off your journey. And they could have done all of this. They could have tried to project all of this onto you, collective, because they viewed you as this star. They knew that you were this star, or they knew that you would become this star. So they could have just tried to do everything in their power to keep you in the darkness so that you wouldn't see the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, so that you wouldn't keep going on this journey of becoming this healer, or becoming this goddess, or realizing that you are a goddess and a natural healer. You could obtain or have some star qualities. Like I said, you could be someone who is very creative, and they didn't want you to be creative because they felt like with your creativity, this would have you in this star energy, or that you would become a star, and they never wanted you to reach this point. And then we have apathy in the reverse, also Cancer energy. So whoever this Cancer is, they could be taking the opportunity to let go of regrets. So they could have regretted doing something, collective, but now they could be letting go of these regrets, and they could be ending stagnation when it comes to something. They could be very motivated when it comes to something. Or collective, if you had regrets when it came to something that you did in the past that caused you to feel troubled, like there was no way out, you could be taking the opportunity to let go of regrets, because you could have felt like you regretted dealing with certain people, or just putting yourself in certain situations that you felt like you regretted. But you could be letting go of these regrets, and you letting go of these regrets could be ending stagnation for you. Because like I said, you could have been feeling like there was no way out in the situation. But maybe because you held on to these regrets, it could have had you stagnated, and you could have felt unmotivated. But you releasing these regrets, letting go, could be ending your stagnation, and you could be becoming more motivated as you release and let go and heal. So this could be helping you step into this star energy, helping you to be more creative. It could be bringing in more peace for you, because you could have not been at peace because of the regrets you had due to the situation anymore. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is also Pisces, Aquarius, Libra energy. So this could be all people that had a part in this. This could be people that was placed in your life, people that you've dealt with, whether friends, lovers, associates, whoever that you just came across that didn't want you to reach the point of you being in this divine power, being this god or this goddess. Like I said, they didn't want you to be creative. They wanted you to have a lack of ideas. They wanted you to be viewed as intellectual and competent. They wanted you to be viewed as a failure, or they wanted you to view yourself as being a failure, because due to everything that they were throwing at you to keep you off your journey, it could have been making you feel like you were failing in the situation, like there was no way out, like I said. So them attacking your crown, your third eye, your throat chakra, they could have also been attacking your heart chakra, so you wouldn't feel love, or you wouldn't want to have love for others or show love to others. Like I said, they just wanted you in dark energy. So they didn't want you to gain clarity in a situation. So they definitely could have been attacking your crown the most, so that you wouldn't have clarity on what they were doing and how to get out of a situation. They didn't want you to have ideas so that you could get yourself up out of this situation, collective. And like I said, this could be multiple different people that was in your life. A Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Any more messages for this reading? And then we have the Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy. So there could have also been a Gemini. This Gemini could have been a lover of yours. That could have also been attacking your heart chakra. They could have wanted you to have trust issues, collective. Like I said, they were attacking your clarity when it came to who to love, or even for you to want to have love, collective. They wanted you to have trust issues. They wanted you to have conflict with your lovers, or just conflict with people that you loved or people that loved you. They wanted you to feel disconnected and have a lack of sense of responsibility. So they didn't want you to value love. And then we have security, the King of Pentacles in the upright. So there could be a Taurus energy who's a mature, grounded male who's successful, wealthy, a businessman, and proves himself, does not like to take risks. They could have an empire. They could be very prosperous, high in status. Like I said, this could be someone who is very stable and successful. But they could be someone who is aggressive. So they could be aggressive towards others, or they could be aggressive in their position because they feel like they are the provider. So there could be a Gemini that wanted you to have trust issues when it came to a Taurus energy, or someone with Taurus in their chart, because they knew that this person would be a provider. And then we have the Ace of Cups in the upright. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy once again. So this a water sign is wanting new beginnings. Like I said, if they was once in fear of you uncovering secrets, deceiving themselves when it came to you and what you would do, knowing their secrets, collective, they could have, like I said, changed into this mature male, or they could be doing this now, gaining emotional intelligence so that they could have a new beginning. They could want a new relationship, or they could be in a new relationship. This could be a love relationship that brings them happiness and joy. If this is a water sign female, they could be fertile at this time. They could be pregnant. They could be celebrating a pregnancy. So maybe this was someone, like I said, who was very assertive but lacked direction, lacked self-control, was very aggressive. So this could have been someone who didn't know how to love or receive love. And because they have opened themselves up in a situation, collective, maybe through watching you or through the situation in regards to you, they could have opened themselves up to a new beginning, opened their heart up to receive love, to be able to celebrate and be social with others that love them. Or there could be a Taurus, a King of Pentacles, or someone with this in their chart that's wanting to bring you this Ace of Cup, want to outpour their love for you, collective, and have a new beginning. Like I said, someone could be wanting to reconcile with you and bring peace into the situation because they want to have a relationship with you. They want to bring romance into the situation because they realize that you guys are soulmates. And this could be bringing them a lot of joy, or you a lot of joy, collective. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So your wheel could be in the upright, and it could be fated for you to come through this tunnel, come through this darkness, and receive everything that you're supposed to receive. So even though these people didn't want you to have the love, become this goddess, be this healer, through the journey you came out of this, and because you came out of it and you remained tempered, you remained inspirational and creative, and you had hope in a situation, your will could be in the upright, and you could be getting what is fated for you when it comes to love. So you could be getting an outpouring of love. You could be getting security, whether if this is someone coming towards you, providing this security, wanting to be the provider in your life. But this could be a transformation for you, collective. This could be the transformation that you're stepping into, a phase of luck, because you could have felt unlucky. Like I said, you were in a situation where you felt like there was out, you were seeking for help, but now your will could be turning in the upright, and now you could be headed towards good fortune. This could be a change. Like I said, things could be changing for the better, where you're receiving everything that everybody that came up against you didn't want you to have. And this could be karma for you, because you planted good seeds. You could be getting good karma now, because you planted good seeds in good soil, and now it has brought you everything that you desire when it comes to a soulmate, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to just good times in your life, collective, because this is good fortune. That's what you're meant to have. It's fated for you to have, because you were able to come through this journey, go through the journey, do the work, have hope, and still come out with this wisdom to be able to help others. So you helping yourself allowed you to help others, which brought you this good fortune, which brought you this good karma. And this is all accumulation of your experiences. Like I said, through the experience that you went through, you became wiser and you used it to help others. So now, off of your good deeds, your good wills, you planting good seeds and good soils, now you have accumulated this good fortune. And then we have decision in the upright. So you could be making a decision right now, or there could be someone that's making a decision to have a truce with you, but they could be sitting on the fence with this. They could feel like they're at a crossroads and this is a difficult decision to make. They could feel like it's painful, it's stressful to them to make this decision, but they could be facing their fears. This could be someone who is torn between two relationships, so they could feel like their loyalty is divided. So this is someone that has an outpouring of emotions, an outpouring of love, but they could be undecided on who they want to give this love to. So they could be someone who has a lot of love to give, but they don't know who they want to decide to give their love to. But they could be facing their fears and just making this decision, even though it could be painful for either them or the other parties in the situation, depending on the decision that they make. And this could be a Libra. You could be a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Libra or someone with Libra in their chart. But their third eye could be open at this time, helping them to make this decision as well. Any more messages? All right, so we got study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So this could be a love situation. Like I said, if you are dealing with a soulmate that you are reconciling with, you guys may have needed to learn from each other. Like I said, at one point in time, you could have been in the student phase to become this teacher, and now this soulmate of yours could be in this student phase so that they could be on the same page as you, so you guys could actually learn from each other, or you guys could have just been learning from each other through this journey. You guys could have been studying each other. And then we have heart. You start to feel your heartbeat faster as you get closer. So like I said, someone could be traveling toward you, or you could be traveling towards someone, but as you get closer to what your heart desires, you can realize that your heart is beating faster as you get closer. And if this isn't love, this could also be just you being closer to finishing this journey, you getting closer to getting everything that your heart desire. Even if it's multiple things, not just love, it could be good karma, you knowing that you're getting closer to receiving this. And then we have strength. As we already pulled, the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So with this love situation, you guys' souls could be being drawn together because you both have learned and studied each other, and there could just be an outpouring, like I said, of the love that you guys have for each other, which is causing you guys to have this new beginning, have this new relationship. It could bring you guys a lot of joy, bringing peace into this relationship, and balance could be bringing you guys a lot of joy. Any more messages for this reading, Spirit? Any more? So we have accept, Be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. So, collective, be open to what fate has in store for you, because it seems like it's good. Your will is in the upright. So, I wouldn't be closed off if there are good things coming in. So, accept what this is, whether if it's love or just your life changing, your destiny, karma. Just accept what fate has in store for you, because it's all good from the looks of it. And it's all due to you riding the wave of life, dealing with life cycles and coming out of them healed, or healing through them and not letting it take you through the darkness and keep you there, keep you stuck there. And then we have connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So whether if this is your connection with the divine, the universe, it is eternal and unbreakable. Or it could be with this soulmate of yours. The connection that you guys have is eternal and unbreakable. May I please have the last few messages for this reading? So we have attract. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. So whatever this connection is, or whatever you are attracting, it goes beyond superficiality. So maybe you guys were in a period where you were accepting superficial things or wanting superficial things. But whatever you are attracting, this goes beyond superficiality. So you could be attracting this because of who you are, or who you were able to become. The work that you have put in has allowed you to attract something that's far more better than something that's superficial. And then we have love. Love can conquer everything. Then we have synchronicity. Divine soul matches have amazing moments of synchrony. So you guys could be in sync when it comes to this love connection. Then we have rekindle. Every relationship has those magical moments that can be rekindled. So like I said, you guys could be reconciling with somebody, rekindling, remembering the good times. Let's see. I'm going to pull some of the mystical moon oracle, which I call my timeline cards. What are the additional messages for this reading? Any timelines for this reading? So we have by the end of the year. So something could be taking place by the end of the year. And then we have, you have the power to create the timing by taking action. I don't know why I was about to say making. But you have the power to create the timing by taking action. So even though it says by the end of the year, this could just be in regards to something else. But whatever it is that you're trying to create, or you're trying to attract, collective, you have the power to create the timing. So the timing is all due to or by your actions that you take. So the quicker you act on something, the quicker it could take place. Then we have next year looks promising. So something could be taking place next year. But like I said, this is all on you, on when or how quick this could come in for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, it has, it's time to let go. So you could be letting go of something. You could be letting go the old you, part of you collective. And you could be in this transformation period of letting go. You could just be letting go of things that no longer serve you. Now I'm going to pull some animal spirits. Alright. What are the animal spirits for the collective? What could be their animal spirit? Or their spirit animals? I said animal spirits. What could be their spirit animals? Hey, yo. See, some flipped over, but I hate when they do that. I like when they just fall out. There we go. Any more? Thank you, thank you. So, someone out of the collective, or there could be multiple of you that have the spirit animal of the cat. And that signifies independence. You are being encouraged to develop balance between independence and time of togetherness. This also indicates that you would greatly benefit from a profound journey of self-discovery. Learn to enjoy time spent with yourself. And some of you could have the spirit animal of the ladybug, which signifies luck, as we already had from your well-being and upright. Or you could just have multiple spirit animals. And then we have your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. And then for some of you, we have the giraffe, which signifies reflection. If you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. And then for some of you, you have the owl, which signifies observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. So these are all really messages that correlates with the reading. So, yeah. I don't think I want to pull. Let me see. I might pull Archangel. Now, this was a good reading, though. It's a good reading. Good read. Let's see something. I don't even think. Do I got all signs in here? I might. All right, let's see. Any. Okay. There's a fail out. So we got. So you could be an Aries that I'm speaking with, or you could be dealing with the Aries. And then we have You Are Enough Collective. Then we have black magic. So someone could have been doing black magic in a situation. Maybe they were doing black magic to try to make you feel like you weren't enough. This could be a Capricorn that was doing black magic. And then we have the winter. So something could be happening in the winter time, or winter could be significant. And we have be aware of your surroundings. So you may need to be aware of your surroundings at this time, because there is someone doing black magic on you. They could be doing black magic on your new beginning because they know that you're getting a new beginning. This could be a new beginning in love, like I said, or just a new beginning in life. This could be a new job that you're also getting. So you could be getting this new beginning, getting love and a new job. And then we have pregnancy. So you could be pregnant, or you could be getting pregnant. And then we have travel. So you could be traveling, like I said, or someone could be traveling towards you. And that's all just confirmation of what the reading has already said. Now I'm going to pull some Archangel oracles. See what archangels you are being guided by at this time. It's funny, Sean Paul, I got the right temperature. Temperature is on. And the first card we had for the tarot came out as temperance. Hey, yo, that's funny. All right, let's see. Any archangel messages for this reading? But seriously, I was not trying to get all that. Sheesh. Alright, that's a lot of reading. Alright. Oh, I got a new one. Alright, so we got teaching and learning. Like I said, you could be this teacher. You could have been this student at one point. And then we have Archangel Zadkiel. Could be guiding you in regards to teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. And the additional message for teaching and learning is, you are a spiritual teacher and an avid learner. Learning and teaching are linked in a perfect cycle in which information comes to you when you need it. Teach others about the topics that awaken your passions. The more you teach, the more your lessons are reinforced within yourself. Be open to sharing new ideas and learning about topics that aren't in your immediate sphere of interest. Your students will teach you in many ways too. Trust in your teaching and learning abilities, as your mind is one with the divine mind of God. You are an intelligent and wise being. Know that it's safe in this lifetime, for you to be outspoken in your teachings. Working with Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel is the ultimate spiritual professor. He's patient, kind, and has access to all knowledge. He's widely known for his ability to help human memory function. If you need to remember or memorize any information, ask Zadkiel to assist. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Sometimes Zadkiel uses the Socratic method of teaching, which means that he'll lead you so you can learn for yourself. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear, and think is the best way to benefit from Zadkiel's teachings. And then we have chakra clearing. So you could be doing some chakra clearing, or if you need to, you could be guided to call on Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. And the additional message for chakra clearing is Metatron uses sacred geometry shapes to clear and align the chakra energy centers in our bodies. Mentally ask Metatron to open your chakras, and he'll gently send his Metatron cube, the shape pictured in the card illustration. Through the crown chakra at the top of your head, the cube rotates downward, cleaning psychic from your body and chakras. When your chakras are clear, you'll feel more energized and have increased intuition. Working with Archangel Metatron, Metatron's aura is beautiful violet and sea foam green stripes. The crystal aligned with Metatron's energy is watermelon tourmaline. And then we have You Are Safe. Oh, we getting some new ones now. Yeah, I know that's right. All right, you could be working with Archangel Michael in regards to protection. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. And the additional messages for You Are Safe is let go of worries as I'm surrounding you, your loved ones, home, and possessions with powerful, loving light. This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences. Focus on this light and love instead of on fear, as you'll attract the object of your focus. With your mind free of fear, you have additional time, and energy to devote your life's missions. You are free when you are fearless. Know that you are safe at all times and that my protection is flawless. Working with Archangel Michael, Michael's chief role is to escort away the lower energies of fear. If you become worried or anxious, mentally ask Michael to bring you peace. You can also ask that he clear your home, office, vehicle, or community of toxic energies. After you call upon Michael, you'll likely notice a warm feeling. That's because he has a fiery warrior spirit. You can ask Michael to stay with you continuously, as he's able to be with everyone who calls upon him simultaneously. And then we have creative writing. So you could be a writer of some sort. You could like to write. And when it comes to guidance or help with creative writing, you could call on Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. And the additional message for creative writing is your soul longs for creative expression through writing. I can help you schedule this activity. Honor any inner nudges that guide you to write. The writing may be for your own enjoyment or may be a cathartic experience. Cathartic, I don't know, of self-expression in a private journal. As you work with your connection to the written word, you may receive divine guidance to write articles or books for publication. Call upon me at any time to guide you through this process. Working with Archangel Gabriel as the messenger angel, Gabriel loves to help writers and journalists deliver healing messages. Like a loving coach, she'll urge you to delegate your time and energy toward writing. Gabrielle can also open doors that allow for publication of your articles and books. If you'll ask for her assistance, most of all, she'll help you enjoy writing. And then we have gentleness. You could be working with Archangel Sandalphon to become more gentle. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And the additional message for gentleness. All right, let me find it. I don't know why I can't find gentleness. Oh, there we go. The additional message is Sandalphon wishes to help you feel peaceful and centered, and he strongly advises that you begin by listening to gentle music. Play it wherever you go, talk quietly, and engage in slow, rhythmic movements, such as swaying to music or a gentle yoga session. Don't engage in battles at this time. Instead, retreat from conflict while you revive your spirit and become even stronger. Delayed decision making at this time. You'll know exactly what to do when you emerge from your gentle retreat. Working with Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon's aura is a calming and cool shade of turquoise, like the transsucculent tropical ocean. Meditate upon this color or hold the stone associated with this energy, turquoise, and feel your heart rate and breathing become quieter. Sandalphon can help your words and actions to be kind and gentle yet powerful. As the archangel associated with music, you can feel his presence strongly when you listen to music, sing, or play a musical instrument. Then we have peace. You could be working with Archangel Chamiel in regards to having peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And the additional message for peace is look past the surface of this situation and see the underlying truth that everyone involved is a child of God filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behavior and solutions. Even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Love is the only power that exists, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself and others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. Working with Archangel Chamiel, when you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Chamiel. He is the archangel of personal and global peace. He's very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evoke a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Chamiel sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. And then we have breathe. You could be working with Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. And the additional message for breathe is often during times of stress, you may unconsciously hold your breath. Yet, as you know, breath is essential to oxygenating your mind, body, spirit, and very life. Write a note to yourself to breathe as a reminder of the importance of invigorating yourself with deep and steady breaths. Make trips to places where fresh air is plentiful. You'll also notice an increase in air quality when you are near water, such as a beach or a lake. Even taking a shower or bath puts you in touch with the positive ions associated with water and air. Working with Archangel Raphael. Raphael's name means whom God heals, and he is known as the healing angel in charge of physical healing for all living beings. Often, Raphael gives us divine guidance, intuition, thoughts, ideas, dreams, and so on about how we participate in keeping our bodies healthy. When you call upon Raphael for a healing, pay attention to inner impressions and be sure to follow through upon guidance that calls you to take action. And then for the last one, we have career transition. As we already said, you could be getting a new job. So you could be working with Archangel Chamiel, or you could be needing to call upon him to help you with this transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. And the additional message is you prayed for help with your career and it's now occurring. Sometimes change is perceived as successful, yet I'm helping to clear the old from your life to make way for the new. Pay close attention to your repetitive ideas, dreams, and visions, as those are divinely inspired roadmaps pointing the way along your desired path. You may not see the entire road or where it's leading, but each step will be lit along the way. Working with Archangel Chamiel. Chamiel's name means he who sees God. His ability to see clearly helps us find things, situations, and people. He's renowned for helping people find the career best suited to their purpose and passions. Call upon Chamiel as your career counselor often. So everything is working together. So I wish everybody luck when it comes to love, when it comes to your new beginnings, when it comes to a new job, when it comes to travel. I'm wishing everybody luck, and hopefully you guys get exactly what you pray for, what you wish for, what your heart desires, especially if you have been on the up and up, if you've come out of this period of being lost, not knowing what to do, where to go. I just wish the best for you all. But that has been your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces, I holla.